Hey everybody, it is Maddie here with Altcoin Buzz with you on this Monday. Hope you had a great Easter weekend. And today we're going to run through a few stories, including discussion of altcoin season. AMB Crypto is saying that it could bring a 1,100% gain if and when the next bull run begins. We'll take a look at Ethereum World News, which is also covering the topic of Altseason. We have news in the way of GoChain, which is partnered with three major companies. That's on altcoinbuzz.io. A quick Quarkchain update here as per their Twitter account. We're going to take a look at their official blog too on Medium. Tennis legend Serena Williams has invested in Coinbase as well. So all kinds of stuff happening. Let's begin here on altcoinbuzz.io with this technical piece by Robert. Bitcoin price analysis. Bitcoin spike followed by a correction. There are chances Bitcoin will see a big correction. However, not just yet. We're still bullish and looking forward to reach $5,666 and possibly $6,200. So while Robert believes Bitcoin needs to have a correction eventually, he doesn't think it'll happen that soon. Instead, I'd expect it to spike through the next resistance level. Let's summon the chart. So Bitcoin US dollars in terms of short-term chart analysis. Here are the bullet points. We are facing resistance at about the $5,340 level, the $5,666, and then between $6,100 and $6,200. So that's resistance. Support levels exist at $4,900 and $4,600 to $700. By analyzing the weekly chart, I can see a few bull signs. Bitcoin is currently above the 50 EMA, which acts as resistance. Another bull indicator to look at is a crossover of the 9 and 20 EMAs. If the weekly chart closes in the bull's favor, it will make a bull hammer right above the resistance, which is the green EMA. I don't think Bitcoin had a big enough correction judging by the TD indicator on the weekly chart. However, I'd say it's not something we should worry about at the moment. So in closing, this is what Robert sees for Bitcoin in the short term. It will go to a test of the 5,666 price level and break it. Bitcoin will continue to gain value until it touches the 6,100 to 6,200 area. The weekly RSI will indicate heavily overbought, followed by a correction to about 5,400, 5,600. After that correction, Robert expects the creation of a cup and handle pattern followed by a continuation of the bull run. Of course, none of this is financial advice and none of this is necessarily going to come to pass, but hey, that's one person, one technical analyst's interpretation. Let us know what you guys think about that and your thoughts about Bitcoin's short-term future in the comments below. So if Bitcoin were to take off, if this bull run were to initiate, AMB Crypto is saying that altcoin season could bring in 1,100% gains. Let's take a look at the arguments here. The cryptocurrency market saw the prices of most coins fall as Bitcoin, of course the largest crypto, faced a significant fall on April 21st. However, if Tom Lee of Fundstrat, a Bitcoin enthusiast, has to be believed, the correlation between Bitcoin and altcoins could bring 1,100% gains similar to the 2017 and 18 bull run. Tom Lee said on Twitter, he explained that the first, quote, precondition for the beginning of the alt season is a drop in the correlation between altcoins and Bitcoin. This trend was observed before the 2017-18 bull run began. Lee produced a chart to mark the similarities, and here it is. So on that chart, Lee marked the correlation collapse from March 2016 to May 2016, and March 2017 to May 2017, November 2017 to January 2018, and the current trend seemed to form from March 2019. And according to Lee, this correlation between altcoins and Bitcoin can register the previous alt season gains of 1,100%. So here's what Mr. Thomas Lee had to say, quote, "Will the next alt season be as strong as the past? Given there are probably only about 50 million active wallets versus 5 billion Visa and MasterCard accounts, we think crypto is still early in the adoption curve, so it should be similar." You guys know my opinion about Tom Lee. I discussed it the other day. I think he's got some ground to make up for. His reputation has been tarnished. Not that he's a bad guy or anything. He's just been wrong and he hasn't been accurate or reliable. So I'll kind of believe it when I see it, sort of thing. I do like the Bitcoin Misery Index. I think that's a good indicator, but I don't know. I'm not putting too much stock in what he has to say. It feels like he just flings out predictions kind of willy-nilly. So let's give him a chance. We'll see what happens, I suppose. You guys can also read about similar news here on ethereumworldnews.com. Altseason, analyst claims sticking with Bitcoin may be safer for now. Actually, so a bit of a contrarian opinion, or at least in the way that it's edited versus the last article. Fundstrat's prominent head of research, Tom Lee, recently took to Twitter to remark that one of the preconditions, as we just discussed, for historical altcoin rallies is coming to life in the current cycle. This precursor, for those unaware, is a drop in that correlation that we discussed. So if you want to read about this same topic from another angle, check out ethereumworldnews.com. We'll link to this in the description below. And here on altcoinbuzz.io with GoChain news courtesy of Romel. GoChain has partnered with 3 major companies and it goes somehow unnoticed. It's a pretty big deal. GoChain partnered with Dish Network, Microsoft, and Pucamex. However, it seems to have gone unnoticed despite how big these companies are. GoChain partnered with those 3, as I just mentioned, and the 3 partnerships that provide proof of concept and real-world adoption, yet these achievements barely received any attention. So if you guys are unfamiliar with GoChain, they claim to be the fastest, most reliable Web3-based blockchain protocol and client. The GoChain platform allows you to build decentralized applications on one of the fastest Web3-based networks. An added bonus is compatibility with Ethereum. You can use all the same tools and smart contracts. Go even gives companies the ability to run their own private blockchain and a team to support the clients. That leads us right into the first major partnership with Dish Network. So this was announced on the 15th of April and is very significant because, as Romel writes here, Dish Network is a Fortune 250 company. That's massive. You can read here specifically about what Dish Network is all about, but Dish Chief Information Officer Attila Tinnick was quoted saying, quote, "GoChain's approach is unique, so we're giving our top-notch developers a chance to take it for a test drive." Very encouraging. And then you have news, as I just mentioned, of Microsoft. As Romel writes, GoChain announced that they are working with the Microsoft Services team in an effort to improve Go's decentralized identity toolkit. The blockchain is seen as one of the most secure methods of storing information, and as the digital world continues to grow, having an online identification system is pivotal. And there is more to be learned about GoChain's partnership with Microsoft. You can read about that by checking out their Medium page here. This is from the 16th of April. Decentralized identity proof of concept with Microsoft Unified Support, the diploma. And finally, you have GoChain and Pucamex. Pucamex is the first leveraged derivatives cryptocurrency trading platform. They're going to be powered by Go's fast, reliable, and secure network. So good news all around for GoChain, as Romel has been pointing out. And as he's suggested, yeah, it's not up all that much. You'd expect more of a response in terms of this major partnership news. GoChain up only 1.9% over the last 24 hours. Looking at the 7-day chart, just marginally up more than that, up 2.4%. So the world does not seem to have taken notice. This is a relatively small cap project at under $20 million. Let's see if things change and if the price reflects this good news in the days, weeks, and months ahead. Our friends over at Quarkchain now have this update on Twitter. Mainnet features introduction number 1, multi-native tokens support. Quarkchain Mainnet will launch at 4:30, the 30th of April. Any user is able to create native tokens as long as the user pays sufficient gas represented by existing native tokens. For more information on this update, check out this piece here on Medium, supporting multi-native tokens in a single blockchain. With standardized smart contracts for new tokens, example ERC20 tokens, every person could easily create their tokens by paying the native token, for example ETH, on a blockchain. However, compared to native tokens, these smart contract-based tokens have several fundamental limitations. Without loss of generality, we use Ethereum as the native token and an ERC20 token as a smart contract-based token. If you are interested into diving further into that token discussion and browsing about the developments that are being proposed here with smart contracts, so performing a smart contract transaction paid by the smart contract-based token needs native token as gas. There you go, bit of a mouthful, and all kinds of other news relating to this Quarkchain mainnet. Do check out this update. We will link to it in the description below. And congratulations to our friends on this important development. It's a big, big accomplishment, so kudos. And finally, here on altcoinbuzz.io, we have this piece by Annie. Tennis legend Serena Williams invests in Coinbase. So tennis legend and winner of 39 major titles, Serena Williams has invested in Coinbase. In a recent Instagram post, Serena announced the investment through her company, Serena Ventures. Now, members of the Altcoin Buzz Army, I know we are all above suggestibility. We cannot be manipulated into endorsing or supporting whether it's a product or a company just because a celebrity stands behind it and markets it one way or another. I don't think that's what this is, however. As Annie writes, this high-profile investment leads to a wave of predicted investments by mainstream venture capitalists in the crypto and blockchain sector. In a recent article, Reuters reports that, quote, venture capital investments in crypto and blockchain startups that included funds from corporates have raced to $850 million so far this year. And as a reminder, Coinbase has 20 plus million users and serves 42 countries. Apart from Serena Ventures, Coinbase boasts of raising $217 million from the world's leading investors. And of course, Coinbase has been taking major steps in the recent times with initiatives like announcing a debit card for customers in the UK and the EU. They've been adding new coins and tokens to their platform. And of course, Coinbase Custody launching Tezos cold storage staking services. Let's see where this goes. This could just be step one, but look, mass adoption takes on many forms. And if you have somebody that's now venturing more into the world of business and this is part of their portfolio, more and more people are going to take note. This is no longer the fringe, stigmatized world that I think it was following the crash of really 2017, 2018. A lot of the skepticism has been leaving the space. So maybe that's phase one, but this is nonetheless a good initiative, a good step in my opinion. Hey, let us know if you agree. And if you disagree, that's fine too. Sound off in the comments below. But I think that about rounds it out, everybody. Do be sure you're following us on all the regular social media and keep checking back into our website, altcoinbuzz.io. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead, like, subscribe, share, hit the bell. That way you receive notifications when we put out new content. Enjoy your Monday, everybody. Enjoy the start to your week. I hope you have a good one, and I wish you luck if you choose to invest. And of course, we do hope to see you again soon in our next video. Take care.